Hola everyone, I'm Misael, but you can call me Misa. I'm your Mexican queer immigrant host. Welcome to my first episode of my mini-series, The Hidden History of the Lingering Impact of Anti-Mexican Laws and Movements in the US. Today we're going to explore the Treaty of Guadalupe and how it shaped modern America, so let's dive in. The Mexican-American War erupted in 1846, driven by President James K. Polk's vision of the Manifest Destiny, which sought out to expand the United States from coast to coast. After years of fighting, Mexico was forced to sue for peace. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was signed on February 2nd of 1848. Under the treaty, Mexico ceded more than half of its territory to the US, including present-day California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and parts of the Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Wyoming. In exchange, the US agreed to pay Mexico 15 million and assume 3.25 million in debt owed by the Mexican government to the American citizens. The treaty promised to protect the rights of Mexican citizens living in the newly acquired territories, granting them the choice to become U.S. citizens or retain their Mexican citizenship, while still enjoying the same rights as the U.S. citizens. However, despite these promises, the U.S. government often failed to uphold these rights, leading to widespread discriminations against Mexicans and Mexican Americans. In the years following the treaty, Mexican landowners faced numerous challenges in retaining their property. American settlers and speculators often exploited legal loopholes, used intimidation, or resorted to violence to force Mexican families off their land. As a result, many Mexican Americans lost their property and livelihoods. In addition to land laws, Mexican and Mexican American communities experienced widespread discrimination in education, housing, and employment. They were often subjected to segregation, racial profiling, and even violence. Despite the challenges they face, Mexican and Mexican American communities have continued to persevere and contribute to the cultural, economic, and social fabric of the United States. Throughout the history, individuals and organizations have worked tirelessly to protect the rights of these communities and to challenge the discrimination and xenophobia that still happens today. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was a turning point in the US-Mexican relations and had a lasting impact on Mexican communities in the United States. As we remember this critical moment in history, it is essential to recognize the resilience and the strength of Mexican and Mexican American communities and their contributions to the US. Be sure to join me next time here for the next episode of Hidden History as we continue to explore the lingering impact of anti-Mexican laws and movements in the US. Hasta luego, amigos. Se cuidan.